Today our two teams are going to be diving into the world of bargain buying. But are they going to come up clutching priceless pearls or rusty rubbish?
The only thing I don't like is the price, 180 euros, and that is why. Look at that, all the boats, it's sort of millionaire's playground.
Let's get ready to rummage. Hello and welcome. Today we're in the sun-kissed resort of Sanary-sur-Mer on France's Mediterranean coastline. Now for most of the year this is a pretty laid-back town, but it's not all palm trees and pain au chocolat, because once a month it explodes into life with an antiques market where I'm pretty sure our contestants are going to find some very tasty treasures to tempt them. Sanary is a vibrant Mediterranean seaside town with a harbour chock full of luxury boats and plenty of sandy beaches nearby. Originally, there was a sanctuary here set up in 1000 AD by some monks from Marseille. Unfortunately, living the good life made them easy targets for pirates and pillagers, until in 1300, a whopping great tower was built, transforming the settlement into a military outpost. In the period before the First World War, Sanary once again became renowned as a place to catch some R&R, attracting pasty intellectuals from chilly northern Europe keen to build up their tans. And our two teams are going to be catching plenty of rays too as they scour Sanary's markets for bargains. Well, these stallholders are no pushover when it comes to wheeling and dealing, and so our contestants today are going to have to really haggle hard if they want to buy at a price that'll give them a bonus and a profit once they get back to the UK. So let's go and meet them, shall we? Well, today we've got two friends competing for the bargain spotting prize, Janice and Dale, and each reckon that they've got more style savvy than the other. Now, Janice runs a hotel restaurant in St Anne's in Lancashire and is particularly keen on glassware. She's even taking classes to learn how to make glass herself.
I'll be quite good at buying, I think. I do like stylish things. I just have an eye, I think, for quite stylish things, and glass especially. But at the end of the day, it depends who's coming to buy. And if the people only want to buy the not stylish things, then Dale will probably win.
Lending Janice a helping hand is our regular expert, Jonty Herndon, whose extensive knowledge of the antiques world gives him a perfect perspective on what's going to set buyers' pulses racing. Keen to give Janice a run for her money is her friend Dale, who should feel right at home in Sanary-sur-Mer because he works as a maitre d' on cruise ships. His tastes are definitely on the broad side.
I've been into collecting for years. I've always had a real passion for collecting stuff. And it started with sort of vintage comics and magazines and stuff, through to glassware, breweriana, kitchenalia. I mean, I've got a really eclectic taste and like a lot of stuff. I've lived abroad for quite a few years, so I've always searched out bargains in markets and places all over the world. So, I mean, I think my skills and my ability and my past will help give me the edge over Janice.
Well, making sure that Dale puts his passions to profitable use is king of the wheeler dealers, Mark Franks, who's built up his own London-based antiques operation by knowing what's hot and what's not. So now we've met the teams, let's get on with the game. Well, good morning, bargain spotters.
Good morning, Angela.
Morning, Angela.
Well, are you two absolutely inspired by what you've seen so far?
It's lovely, and look at the scenery too.
Amazing, yeah, brilliant.
Now, Janice, I know you're particularly interested in glass.
I am,
Is that going to be
yes.
top of the list for you today?
I
then?
think so. There's a lot of nice glass out there, and but decorative items too, so yes.
What do you reckon, Jonty?
Well, all that glistens is not gold. I mean, there's lots of glass here, but I think it's going to be quite expensive today, simply because of the location. But we're going to have fun trying.
Exactly. That's the most important thing. I think you're going to have fun because you
Yeah.
like everything, it
Yeah.
seems to me. You're going to have a field day, aren't you, Dale?
Yeah, I've seen some stunning things, particularly like the kitchenalia and breweriana here.
What on earth is breweriana?
Well, it's like pub memorabilia, so...
Well, they don't have an awful lot of
Jugs.
pubs around here, Mark, do they?
They have lots of cafes, and in the cafes they drink the pasties, so therefore they have the water jugs. And there's quite a few of those around, especially made by Wade, which is a great make. So I think that's a good place to look. But I've got my eye on one of them yachts. Perhaps we might buy one of those instead.
We'll have a quick whip round before we leave, but in the meantime, look, I've got the money for you. Your money bags have got £350 worth of euros in each one.
very much.
Enjoy spending it. I think you're going to by the sound of it today. But remember, The decision on what you buy is yours. Don't you let these guys bully you. They're there to give you advice,
Right.
but keep in mind the two magic words. Is it collectible or is it rejectable? Now, you've got Mark and Jonty on hand to advise you. You've got to keep in your books a record of everything that you buy, guys. So if you're all ready to go, okay, belt up and let's get buying.
I suppose, what's that, 1920s, 1930s? It's lovely, just for a little child. It's gorgeous. 60 euros, so that's like sort of 45 pounds. There's no profit in it, I'm afraid.
The market in Sanary takes place on the last Saturday of every month from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the stallholders spread out all along the edge of the harbour. The port is shielded by its headland cliffs, which is a good job because the winds here can get pretty fierce when the Mistral's whipping through. Now, we wouldn't want to see Mark and Jonty being blown out to sea, would we?
Here's some brewery on Mark.
Oh, J&B Rare Scotch Whisky.
That's in good condition.
It's in good nick. What's it worth in the UK? 20 quid, 30
Yeah,
quid
20,
on a
30
push?
quid, yeah.
Okay. And it's available for the sum of £60. Oh, it's not expensive.
A lot of money.
Trot on.
Well, while our contestants are having fun shopping down there in the market, let me just remind you of how this works. Now, they've each got £350 worth of euros. They've got to spend all of it, and they must each buy at least 10 items. We then take everything they've bought back to a market in the UK, and whoever sells for the biggest profit, they're the winner.
Mark, this is a lovely set.
Oh, isn't it fab? Very Art Nouveau in its style. Look at the flowers being used in
Yeah.
big swirling lines. Very genteel.
What do you reckon it's made of?
Well, it's wood, some sort of ebonised wood.
It is these dishes here you're talking about. It is, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a look.
I really like those.
Let's have a look. Now they're tarnished. Are they silver? Are they silver? It doesn't look like it.
No.
And we're looking for hallmarks, and the French hallmarks are very different to the British hallmarks.
Right.
And this is tarnished, so this is probably silver plate, I would think.
They got the colour to make it even darker, and that ties in with the death of Queen Victoria.
Oh, right.
They've done a lot of stuff in this very sort of dark colour, especially around about the turn of the century, in mourning of her death, even into Europe. Now, it's a beautiful set, but one thing I did notice is, can you see there, you've got that line running through again? Not the best quality in the world.
Art Deco is very 1930s. There was an exhibition in 1928 in Paris that was an exhibition for France to show off their new designs and their new wares. And this is what came out of that exhibition, Art Deco. So we have France to thank for this movement that went global.
Let's see if there's a price on it anywhere. Oh, here we are. 580 euros. It's about 400 quid.
Way out of their budget then, and another definite rejectable. Dale's taste buds are certainly finely tuned, but in an expensive market like this one, he's going to have to hunt hard to spot the more affordable bargains.
Probably sell something like that as a single item and sell these as a pair. Bonjour, monsieur, c'est combien pour toi?
C'est quoi?
Oui.
65.
25 each, so that's about
Okay.
16 quid each. If we can get them down a little bit lower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pour toi, dernier prix pour toi, s'il vous plaît.
50.
50?
50.
That's 50.
Oh.
Okay, monsieur. Oui.
Yeah.
Janice, that's under £35 for
Oh,
the
that
whole lot.
sounds good.
You pleased with that?
I am. So, do we think these are collectible then?
What do you reckon?
I reckon they're collectible.
Definite collectible, I think.
Sanary-sur-Mer is located halfway between Marseille and Toulon and is best reached from the UK by flying into one of those two airports and then hiring a car. It makes an ideal base for exploring the rugged coastline, which is great for walking. And France's second largest city, Marseille, is on hand for an action-packed day trip. Other interesting markets in the area include an annual antiques market in Plan de Cuc, just outside Marseille, and a monthly one in the town of Aubagne, which is to the north of Sanary. Sanary is also a short drive away from La Ciotat, another seaside town with links to the arts. The first films by the cinema pioneers Louis and Auguste Lumière were shown to the public here in 1895, including the famous Arrival of the Train at Ciotat Station. Before my time, I'm afraid, but Jonty was probably there with his hot dog and popcorn. The Eden Cinema on La Ciotat's waterfront can claim to be the oldest theatre in the world to have held public screenings, and is hence one of the legitimate birthplaces of the moving image. Well, while our contestants have been battling it out to see who's going to be the star of the small screen and who's going to end up on the cutting room floor, it's been my chance to browse around to find today's bonus item. And no, I haven't bought a yacht for Mark. Instead, knowing that Janice likes glass and that Dale is interested in anything to do with wine or drink, I've chosen this. It's a glass-engraved water carafe, and this would have been essential in French homes for putting water into their pastis, but I think it'll be equally useful in any British house too. It's very decorative and practical, and a little later on our contestants are going to get an opportunity to win this off me. It's not that old actually, probably made around the beginning to the middle of the 1900s, but whatever its past, in the future this represents pure profit for somebody. At the moment, it's Dale and Mark who need a boost to their fortunes. The prices in Sanary are proving a little rich for Mark's blood.
30 quid for a pestle and mortar. Afraid not. £100.
Expensive bear.
35 quid. We could buy that and lose at least a tenner. Cheap in our language obviously means something different to your language.
And Dale's expensive tastes aren't helping either.
Mark, I think this is really stunning. I think this is like a really lovely design.
Wow. It's a bit in your face, isn't it?
Well, I just think it's really cool. I think it would look really stylish.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is too expensive, but, I mean, it's 280, so, I mean, that's
Jen.
a lot of money.
Wow.
Well, it's £200, isn't it?
The reason is because Jen pottery, which was started by an English guy, came over to France. It's a bit glitzy. I'm surprised at you.
I think that's really fun. I think it's really...
It's in your
stylish.
face. This would appeal to, like, the Italians, or that they're really into this sort of over-the-top cherubs.
I think we'd know who this would appeal to.
Yes, we know this appeal to.
Meanwhile, Jonty and Janice are still mining a rich seam of Art Deco and seem pretty confident that it'll help them to strike gold back in the UK.
Do you like that
Can't get more Art
too?
Deco than that.
No, it's stunning.
You've got real quality there.
Yes.
And you can kind of tell the quality just by the sheer weight of the whole thing.
Now you can see why I like glass. You know, I do things with glass.
Do you?
Yes.
What kind of things do you do? Do you work with it? Or?
Yes, I work with it. I make leaded windows.
Do you?
I do, yes. Do all the leading myself.
So
and I've just started to do fused glass as well, which is where you melt it and fuse different things together in the kiln.
So you get different colours?
Yeah,
different
different colours. You can put
textures.
metals inside.
Yeah.
You can create textures using plaster casts and all sorts.
Oh, exciting.
Fabulous it is.
Now, the price we've got on there is about 50 quid, and I think as far as selling is concerned, that is worth every penny of £50.
Okay.
So if we can get it for slightly
Okay.
less, then
We
you know
can do that.
it's a real, you know, collectible.
Shall
It's
I
a
ask
real
him?
sort of a seller.
Shall I ask you?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Monsieur, votre dernier prix, s'il vous plaît?
Mon dernier prix, my best price, 50 euro.
50 euros. That's
Yeah.
just over 30 quid.
Yeah.
That's a real buy.
Yeah.
You happy about that?
Yeah, but you do realise I'm going to want to keep this, don't you?
You're not allowed to keep anything. We're here to sell, for goodness sake. Come on.
Art Deco is nearly always on the pricey side, but even at a hefty 34 quid, Jonty and Janice reckon they can make some profit.
It's very nice, but I think you've really missed the bargain buy of this entire stall.
Right, explain yourself.
OK, come on, think about it, right? Yummy mummies, a young mum, a few quid in the bank, pregnant, baby on the way for the nursery, for lovely little Johnny in the garden, spoil him, treat him, folds up, and it's 30 euros, about 20 quid. It's worth 20 quid all day long.
Well, it might appeal to little Johnny, whoever he is, but it's certainly not appealing to Dale. Meanwhile, Jonty's all abuzz about his latest find.
These are great fun. Do you know what this is?
Well, no, I don't. I'd guess it was some sort of light, perhaps put a candle inside or something.
I see exactly where you're coming from. What, put the candle up inside there?
Yeah.
Well, you're not quite right there.
Right.
Here you'd have a cork in the top,
Okay.
and you put something very sickly sweet on the inside. So it's a fly trap. Can you see inside we've got all these bubbles? That tells us that it's hand blown. It's great fun, and it's probably got quite a bit of age to it, therefore I would suggest it's probably, you know, almost 100 years old. You do see these in France, but at home, nobody really quite sure what they are.
So we're rejectable,
So it's a bit of a rejectable. Come on, let's move on.
The dish is 208 euros, which is roughly 200 quid. This is 20 euros, 14 quid. Absolute winner.
No, OK, I'm happy to go with this one.
Yeah?
I'm happy to go with this one. I'm putting my faith in you, and let's get it, but,
Please, God, help.
you know,
We'll be all right.
considering that shirt, I don't know why I'm trusting you.
Aye.
Well, Dale clearly has his doubts about Mark's taste in chairs, not to mention his shirts. But at least they finally spent their first bit of cash. Only another £336 to go.
Angela, I have a confession.
And it is?
I've fallen in love.
Jonty, where is she?
Here. This
that!
beautiful, lovely glass vase. It's by one of the most famous glass makers ever in France. It's by the Dome factory in Nancy. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Am I right in thinking none of them were originally glassmakers?
You're absolutely right. They actually took over the factory as a part payment for a debt. So it may never have happened, the Dome brothers.
Now look, if you are so in love, does this mean we've got to shell out to take her home with us?
Yes, I would. I would have to part with £2,000 for this one. This one here is I suppose about sort of 1930, 1925, 1930, and it's signed. Just have a look at the signature down at the bottom here. And that's what you're looking for.
Oh,
a perfect
here.
signature.
Yes.
But have a look at that. It's perfect.
It's a stunning piece of glass, but
She is perfectly formed, Angela.
perfectly formed, but I'm afraid at £2,000, it's love's labour's lost. Put it back. Can't have. The best views of Sanary are from the top of the 13th century Romance Tower, which features on the town's coat of arms. The tower was built as a military outpost, but today it houses a collection dedicated to a local hero, the underwater archaeologist and diving legend, Frédéric Dumas. Well, he may not have been as famous as his friend and colleague Jacques Cousteau, but Dumas was definitely a pioneer in the development of diving. Together, they helped in the invention of the aqualung, and they co-authored the revelatory book The Silent World in 1953. He was a long-term resident of the town, where the locals always referred to him affectionately as Diddy.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
Dumas lived in Sanary until his death in 1991, when this collection was established in his honour. He was a keen underwater hunter, and the tower has several early examples of harpoons, including the one used by Sean Connery in the James Bond film Thunderball.
If I could fly like
Diving is a popular leisure activity all over the world, but it used to be an undertaking that only the bravest or craziest would contemplate.
it's far.
I suppose we rather take it for granted these days that we can swim and breathe underwater because we've got air in tanks on our back. But it wasn't always like that. In the 1700s, if you wanted to go underwater, you needed a contraption like this, a suit made out of leather with this appallingly heavy lead helmet on the top. Looks as if he's got a dummy in his mouth, doesn't it? But you were totally at the mercy of people in a boat on the surface, feeding you air through these hoses. So if anything went wrong up there, down there, you were a dead man. But things did gradually get better. And then in 1943 came the real breakthrough. And that was when Cousteau, Dumas and the team invented this. In 1943, they had the prototype regulator. From then on, man really was freed up to discover the deep. And with divers free to roam over the ocean floor, it was really only a matter of time before hunting for hidden treasure troves became all the rage. And Dumas was the Indiana Jones of the underwater kingdom. Most of us find our antiques in markets, but not Frédéric Dumas. He went straight to the ocean floor for his, and that's where he found these archaeological treasures just off the coast of Sanary here in 1964. Those great Roman urns and this very early anchor, all of them dating from about 200 BC. Treasures from the ocean bed are making a big splash in coastal antique markets at the moment, but it's not always easy to know what you're looking at.
Now, I will excuse you if you think that this is a part of a domestic drain system.
Piece of drain brush.
But the old barnacles on the outside is a bit of a giveaway. The stall holder tells me that this has come from the sea.
Really?
Not so far away. And it's the neck of a Roman, massive, great big Roman vase.
You can see it has handles, doesn't it?
Exactly. Those are the handles.
Yeah.
And this is the spout.
Now look, this is again a little chest of drawers, but it's not. If you pull that handle, you can see inside it's a pot cupboard, and I mean it's got a little bit of woodworm. But do you know what this originally would have been used for?
What?
To put your potty in. That's why we call them pot cupboards. So basically, you gazunder, your potty from under the bed.
Right.
Days when you only had outside toilets, you'd use it during the night and put it in your pot cupboard.
But the stall holder wants a cool £100 for this.
Dear.
So it's like a serious rejectable.
I think so.
So I'm going to put it down quick. Come on. Let's move on.
It's got a bit of woodworm on it, notice that, there at the top of the bottom, but generally its condition is pretty good. The marble's not cracked, no damage, and it's expensive to replace. But obviously on the continent it's a lot cheaper to get bits of marble. Nice condition, the only thing I don't like is the price, €180, and that is why, look at that, all the boats, sort of millionaire's playground.
But then, look at that. There's not a lot of people here. They're going to want to make a bargain. I reckon call her over and offer 120. Use some of your charm.
Well, after letting Mark have his way with the kids' chair, Dale is determined to hit potluck with his cupboard. Meanwhile, Jonty and Janice are hanging their hopes on smaller bargains.
Well, that's completely Art Nouveau.
Yes,
Can I have a look?
it is, yes.
So look.
See, those lines are really nice, aren't
Well,
they?
that's what we're talking about, isn't it?
Yes.
These sort of naturalistic
Yes.
forms, which
That's
was
beautiful.
a complete departure away from the 19th century,
Yes.
sort of very fussy, sort of
Yes.
very flowery.
I'm going to just knock the price in half and see how we get on.
Right, go for it.
Madame, je préfère 90, €90. Le dernier prix, s'il vous plaît.
Dernier prix, 120.
120. She's gone for
I'm
120.
happy with 120,
Really?
yeah. I reckon
Don't
we
wanna
can
push for
sell this at a
100?
good profit.
I think there's a profit in it. 120 is roughly 80 quid. There's a profit in that.
Yeah,
Shall
brilliant.
I try 100? Let's push it a bit more, shall
See if
we?
you can get it for 100.
It's possible for 100?
Non.
Le
120.
dernier prix.
Dernier prix, 120.
It's possible le petit cadeau?
Oh, no.
I've asked for a small present. She said no. I think we
Right.
should pay the money. I think it's quite
Okay,
a
I
good
think we're
buy.
getting quite a good deal there. I
Yeah,
think that's a
happy?
good price. I'm quite happy with that, and I think this is
120
going to get
euros,
some...
80 quid roughly.
I can see a good return on this.
Got to be a profit. Get the
Yeah.
money out.
Well, Mark pushed his luck a bit too far there, but he still got them a decent discount. And Dale is convinced that the cupboard is going to go down a storm in the UK.
It's so French. It's fantastic at home. I think we could do very well with this.
Good.
I think that's worth about 20 quid at home.
Okay.
And at the moment, it's still, the price is under 20 quid already.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
if we can get that for a little less,
Yes.
I think we're in for a profit.
Okay, well, shall I go and see?
See how
All
you
right,
get on.
I'll see what I can do. Monsieur, votre dernier prix, s'il vous plaît?
20.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Okay.
That's sort of 13, 14 pounds.
Okay, that's good.
Bon,
yeah,
bon,
bon.
merci,
Merci, monsieur.
Well, for £14, they should be able to hook themselves a good profit there. Meanwhile, Mark has got something pressing to discuss with Dale.
Well, isn't it lovely?
Yeah, gorgeous.
What is it?
No idea.
It's a book press. So you'd wind this mechanism up, you'd put your plates in there and then press it down to flatten it off. It looks like it's made of brass, but it's had a repair around there, which I think goes against it. It's a bit wobbly, actually.
Do you think it still works?
I think it does, but they're quite decorative items. That people don't really use them. It's just more of a decorative piece.
Right.
I quite like it. I just don't like the price, €570.
No, not too keen on the price either.
I think it's really gorgeous, but at that price, we're here to make a profit, and I'm not impressed. Get it? Impressed?
This area of Provence is renowned for its tradition of pottery making, which extends back to Roman times. Every year, a pottery festival is held in the town of Aubagne, located less than half an hour's drive north of Sanary-sur-Mer. Several potteries, like Barbotine, specialise in reproducing traditional designs. These original Provençal pots date from the 16th to the 18th century. And there's a whole collection of them here in the factory that they use as templates for many of the modern designs that are produced. If you were lucky enough to find one like this in a market, depending on its condition, of course, it could cost you several £100s. Now, this is quite an interesting design. It comes from the local village of Beaucaire, and it's called a dergot, and it was used to bring water back from the wells. And it's got a really thick handle here so that it could be lashed to the donkey's saddle, and it would really take the weight of a full jug. And at the bottom, it goes down into a little waist so that they could secure that again, so that on the way home, it wouldn't wobble about too much. And the spout's quite interesting. It's made that way so that you could drink from the jug without actually having to touch the spout. They still find jugs like this from time to time at the bottom of Provençal wells, because apparently people would drop them when they got very heavy when they were trying to fill them. Many types of Provençal pottery would now be regarded as design classics, and these modern versions could well become collectibles in the future. The production techniques at this workshop are totally traditional, and every piece is thrown by hand before being glazed and fired. Barbotine's owner, Philippe Beltrando, has done meticulous research into Provençal design and revived several of the most distinctive. This is a copy of an 18th century wedding plate, and if you were to find an original of one of these in a market, you'd need a cheque with a couple of noughts on it. Now, originally, they were designed by artisans who probably couldn't read or write, but they could draw. So, in effect, this is their marriage contract. Forget the wedding vows of to love, honour and obey. In this drawing, the man is saying to the woman, will you be my fiancée and wife? And if you will you stay as beautiful as the flowers, be as gracious as the birds, as sensuous as a good wine, and as silent as the fish? Cheeky devils. Well, if you fancy visiting this workshop, or indeed any of the other places featured on the series, then log on to bbc.co.uk/lifestyle. Back at the market, Mark is showing Dale a very different kind of cheeky marriage.
What about this attractive decanter?
Let's take a look at it. The first thing I noticed, can you see on the top there's a line running across?
Yeah.
Right, so the top has been made in two pieces of glass pressed together.
Right.
A bit like when you get two halves of a Easter egg and they put them together. But the bottom, it's got a silver collar. This is the silver mark, argent. But the bottom, you see that mark there? It's a polished ponton mark, which means it's been hand blown. So the bottom's hand blown and the top has been pressed. Now, this would suggest to me that the top and the bottom are a marriage of convenience. It's not the correct stopper. It's similar, it's in keeping, but it's not correct.
Janice's passion for glass is being well served by today's market. She just can't get enough of the stuff.
This is interesting. This glass here is local Provençal
Really?
glass. Yes, it's from Biot, which is a tiny village in Provence. And it's quite interesting, actually. There's lots of little different glass makers in the village.
Yeah.
But one of the glass makers, I think by accident, actually put bicarbonate of soda into the glass. And what do they get? Bubbles. So all of a sudden they started retailing this and it took off. And now everyone knows this as Biot glass. It's this very distinctive, bubbly glass with this green tint to it.
Nice.
The market may be pricey, but Mark and Dale need to chop and do some more buying.
And what's this weird contraption for?
Oh, that's quite interesting because you don't see these in the UK. This is typically French. It's like a guillotine and that will chop your bread. So, you know, your French stick, chop. It's just a speedy way of cutting your French bread up.
Right.
Is it saleable in the UK?
I don't think people would know exactly what it's for.
It's a bit ugly and a bit sort of...
Knackered looking.
yeah, a bit commercial. It's not exactly a pretty something to have in the kitchen, is it?
No.
Can you see the price on the side there?
180 euros.
It's about 125 quid.
Oh, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's more rejectable than collectible.
Yeah.
Come on, let's trot on.
So how much have we got here? £25.
Yes. It's quite a bit, isn't
I
it?
can't see a profit.
Can you not?
No. Do you like it?
I do, I love it.
I can see a pattern emerging with you. You're trying to buy things you want to keep,
I
don't you?
I know.
And
I
at
really like that.
£25, there is not a profit in this.
Not a smidgen?
Absolutely
not a little bit?
This is a
Tiniest
rejectable.
bit?
No, this is a rejectable.
Okay.
Well, we're coming up to halfway through the day, so let's take stock of how our teams are faring. Janice and Jonty have made a few dents in their £350 budget, but they still have £150 left to spend. While an expensive market and Dale's expensive tastes mean that he and Mark still have a whopping £260 left in their money belt. I think Janice and Jonty could do well with this pewter mask, which they snapped up for 17 quid. Also for £17, they got their hands on a rather stylish glass table centre that should have buyers reaching for their wallets. Mark and Dale have bought a deco vase for £9, which should see a profit, and a necklace and bracelet set for £28 that'll suit someone very nicely. Now remember, all this stuff has to be sold back in the UK, where our contestants are going to compete to see who can drum up the biggest profit from their £350 worth of purchases. But will they be able to haggle hard with the great and the good?
I think I could give you 30 for it.
Ooh, 40.
I could give you 30 for it.
40?
I could give
All right,
you
do you have a
30
little
for
glass
No,
ball?
40.
And will they stop squabbling long enough to actually make any sales?
So where did you buy it?
South of France.
I went to the south of France, she went to TK Maxx.
But all that's to come, because there's still plenty of buying to be done here in the south of France. Well, from the smiles on your faces, I think you've had an enjoyable day, but it's certainly been a very hot one as well, hasn't it? So let's just have a quick glass of water while we can. But Dale, what about you? Are you pleased with the things that you've been able to buy so far?
Yeah, I found the market really fascinating. I've come across quite a few things, still more to get, but I mean, I'm really pleased with what I've got so far.
But are you buying things that you like, or are you being steered to buying those things that you know you're going to be able to sell?
Well, a bit of both. I mean, I have bought things that I found interesting, and hopefully other people, when I'm displaying them, will take some interest in them too, but a bit of both, really.
So if you like it, you hope somebody else will too. Janice, what about you? Have you had any disagreements yet with Jonty?
I haven't yet. We've had a really, really nice morning, and we seem to like similar sorts of things, so...
But there's a butt hanging in the air.
Yeah,
there?
there's one or two things this afternoon that we might go back to, and I think we might have a little fight about. But this morning I've been able to buy everything that I like, everything I bought, I really like.
So if there's going to be a bit of a battle, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. I can be a hard woman sometimes.
Well, I mean, the name of the game is making a profit at the end of the day, isn't
yes.
it? Now, this is the opportunity for both of you to perhaps get an extra bit of profit because we've got the bonus item. And this is it, as you might have guessed. It's this lovely engraved water carafe. Now, all you have to do is tell me how much you think I paid for this, and whoever gets closest will get this as a bonus item for your stall.
Okay.
So, Dale, what do you reckon I paid for that?
I've had a good look around the market and seen a lot of the glassware, and I think probably you paid about €80.
All right. Janice, what do you think I paid for it?
I think more like about 35.
Well, Janice, I have to say, you are the closest. Now, they actually wanted €70 for this, but I beat them down and got it for 45, which is approximately £30. That means you get to take this home and put it on your stall, and whatever you sell it for now is pure profit.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Well, Dale could really have done with that bonus item, and with plenty of money still burning a hole in his pocket, it could be time for one of Mark's cunning plans.
I don't want to worry you too much, but we've got nearly, over £200 left. And we've seen most of this.
Right.
I've managed to find a little shop just over there, and hopefully Jonty and Janice will not spot it. Should we go and see what we can find?
I think we should.
Come on in.
I think Mark's being rather sneaky here. Somehow I can't imagine Jonty bending the rules and buying things from a shop rather than a stall.
I think these for €5 each are brilliant. I think they're really beautiful. Set of four.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're here to make a profit. We're not only here to buy antiques. This is nice stuff, it's contemporary, but it's a very antique and elegant style.
And all this stuff's going to go. Brilliant.
I think we might have just pipped them to the post with this lot.
While the boys pile up some potential purchases, Janice is proving that she's a complete glassaholic.
OK, we're rolling on a bit of a glass theme here. I've just negotiated a little price on these. I don't know what you think about those. Those are 1950s.
Are they?
Yeah.
I really like those.
Yeah, do you like those?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to go and get a price on the lot.
Let's see if we can get a deal going.
Bonjour, je voudrais le dernier prix pour le tout, s'il vous plaît.
72.
72.
70.
I reckon we do a bit better than that.
Est-ce possible pour 50, s'il vous plaît? Le dernier prix, s'il vous plaît?
Bon, 60.
60, that's not bad. That's
Brilliant,
40 quid,
60.
that's fine.
60.
Now, traditionally, there are two types of glass that were made. In the UK, we had crystal glass, which is lead crystal glass, which was invented by George Ravenscroft in the 18th century. But in Europe, on mainland Europe, they had what was known as soda glass. And there's a difference in the resonance of its tone. So if you were to ping it, like so, that has a duller thud than if I was holding a lead crystal glass.
That's excellent, wrap it up.
Well, hang on, I think this table is pretty smart as well. Let's see if we can do a deal on the table, because I think as a whole unit, I mean, it looks pretty good and would be a popular item. So how much for the table?
I missed it. It's up for 75. It's possible a little bon prix?
It's possible 60.
60?
Excellent,
I think that's fine.
Yeah, brilliant.
Bon do. So we bought the table and all this lot here for 80 quid.
Excellent. In the garden, in the bedroom, brilliant item.
Well, do you know what I say to John T?
Well, the guys have made off with quite a haul for their £81, and it looks like their sneaky tactic of heading off the beaten track might be paying off.
I've got these down to the bare price or bare minimum price of 17 quid. Not bad, huh?
No, that's good.
Can you see a profit in those?
I could, yes.
What do you reckon in the UK? What are we going to sell those for?
I don't know. 25?
35.
You reckon?
You're being cheap. Yeah?
At £17, that set of 10 glasses are brimming with potential profit and should do well back in the UK. Janice and Jonty are still steaming ahead in the spending stakes and now have less than £100 to go. But while they gear up for the last push, I've headed off to a local antique shop to select a prize for whichever contestant manages to make the most profit on their purchases. This little pair of pots has caught my eye because they're made in classic Provençal style, probably round about the end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century. And the owner here tells me that these are little pots for growing bulbs in. You would fill the inside with compost, then stick the bulbs inside, and as they grew, they'd obviously search for the light. So the shoots would come up out of these little holes and eventually burst into flower. What a blooming nice prize.
For goodness sake, look, they're packing up.
Oh,
How much have we got spent? We've got about £50
yeah,
to go?
85 euros, yeah, I think so.
I think it's about 1 hour to go.
OK, on a mission.
With the clock ticking, it's time to start spending like there's no tomorrow.
Well, come on, there's some nice bits on here.
I know, this is the best stall we've seen.
I think so, because it seems quite reasonable.
After all the ups and downs of their day, Mark and Dale have finally found a stall that's coming up with the goods. Better late than never.
Now, to me, that is a funky-dunky bit of glass.
Yeah, it's lovely. And this one, just pretty slick, pretty modern, quite an attractive vase.
Quite modern, isn't it? I like it.
Janice is still on a roll with her glassware. No surprises there.
OK.
What have you got there? That's
oh,
lovely.
well,
Look at that.
I don't know, it's very reminiscent of René Lalique, though, isn't
That
it?
looks so lovely. Look at
Fabulous.
those birds, aren't they gorgeous?
Now, what about this for a lump of glass? Because I'm attracted to glass.
Yeah,
Isn't that fab?
yeah. Really nice, smart.
40 euros, bit much. Ashtray. But, I mean, at the end of the day, on a coffee table, even if you didn't smoke, I think it's quite stunning.
Yeah, well,
Lovely.
if we get a few things, maybe we'll
Okay.
do us a decent deal.
Oh, I'm just going to rub it and see if a genie comes out.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fish for the money, isn't it?
it's a big bit of fish for the money.
Now, René Lalique was born a Frenchman in 1860. Now, originally he was known as a jewellery designer. By the 1920s, he was really known for this kind of art glass design. Now, he inspired a whole generation of glass makers, of which this is part.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 80 euros left by my
Right.
reckoning, and that comes to 120. So
Okay.
it's going to take some serious haggling.
Monsieur, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour. What is your very, very, very best price for this lovely tray?
Right, let's try it.
Monsieur, pardon? Je voudrais le dernier prix pour ça, 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 ça. Le dernier prix, s'il vous plaît.
Tu fais
So, it's gone for 100. We've only got 80 left, so...
Offer 80 is all we can do. Take it or leave it.
It's possible for 80, s'il vous plaît. Our money is fini.
Allez, c'est bon.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Good man. Thank you very much.
Right, excellent.
So the boys pulled off a good deal there and spent all their remaining cash on a job lot.
The suspense is killing me. What can you do?
I can make 70 euros.
Oh, can you do? We only have 50 left. Only 50
Can we
left.
do it, please?
This is for us.
We really, really like this.
We
I
love
will
this
prefer
track.
60.
He's a hard
But,
man. I only have 50 left.
We
We
only
only
have-
have 50
yes.
left to spend.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
You're an
Oh.
exceedingly nice man.
Merci, monsieur.
At £34, that tray is one of their most expensive items, so fingers crossed that buyers will appreciate its quality.
We have spent out.
Woo! Fabulous.
So, we've reached the end of a hectic day in Sanary. Now remember, our contestants had £350 each and a minimum of 10 items to buy. Well, Janice and Jonty notched up a healthy total of 18 purchases, while Mark and Dale, despite a slow start, eventually managed to rack up 24. I do think Janice's glass champagne bucket at £27 could be cause for celebration. But this coffee set for £24 could prove harder for buyers to swallow. Mark and Dale's glass fish should reel in a few interested parties, but at £81, that pot cupboard that Dale insisted on could be the making or breaking of them. Well, you've all got huge grins on your faces, so I'm guessing you've had a terrific day.
Yeah, really fantastic.
How about you, Janice? What's been your favourite buy?
It has to be this Art Deco decanter. It's just so stylish. I really love it.
It is beautiful,
Yeah,
isn't it? Well, you do love glass
Yes,
anyways.
I do.
So not surprising, you've got quite a lot of it.
Yes.
Is that going to make her a lot of money back in the UK, Jonty?
I think it will do. It really has a quality to it. But the one thing that I'm really thrilled to have bought is this fantastic tray just down here. I love it to bits. Just over £30. It's a real steal.
You hear that, Dale? You feel bad about that?
Not really. This is stuff that I rejected earlier.
Ooh.
What I'm really thrilled with is this pot cupboard, marble top, really attractive piece of furniture. Got it at a really good price, and I think it's going to get a lot of attention.
So you had to do lots of haggling to get that, did
We
you?
had to do a fair bit of haggling. We got a pretty good discount from it, yeah.
And what about you, Mark? Have you got something tucked up your sleeve?
Well, can I just point out one thing? We got over a £50 discount on this bedside cabinet. Well done, you. But while you was looking around, I did actually pop out and buy this. Now, this is a solid silver English Triffid spoon. Costs £3.50 roughly. There's got to be a profit in that.
Well, the competition's building up already, ooh la la. But the next time that either they or we are going to see any of these items will be at a market in the UK. We'll see you there. Back in the UK, we're at Stamford in Lincolnshire. It was here in AD 61 that the great Iceni warrior queen Boudica, or Boadicea, took on the Roman legions. Well, both of our contestants are hoping for an equally memorable victory today because they have just this one day in which to sell on the spoils of their forays into the French markets. And remember, whichever one ends up with the most money in their purse at the end of the day, they're the winner. Well, the troops are already lined up and ready for battle, so let's get selling. The first task is to get all the goodies unpacked and displayed to maximum advantage. There's over 100 other stall holders here today, so competition for sales is going to be intense.
Janice, this table looks outrageously spectacular.
Oh, do try.
It's great, and I love the way you've given extra things a bit of height.
I know, well, you know.
I'm looking at their stall and looking at our stall, and it's fairly obvious that you're used to sunshine, but they got sunstroke. What was going on? What was all that junk? Back to our stall, which is obviously far superior. We've got some nice bits and bobs, like this little atomizer, lovely, beautiful. The fish, they really look funky. It's all looking quite vibrant.
My take really is to think about doubling everything up.
Okay.
And then you can come back down
Yeah,
from there.
okay,
really.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
because
fine.
so let's think of some of the star items, for instance. This
Okay.
lovely outrageously
Yeah.
gorgeous ice bucket.
I just think this is really French, and I really like it more now than I did when I actually bought it.
Now, I think the chair is one of my favourite items.
I think the chair's going to be here for a long time yet.
No, I think it's fine.
Put your heart and soul into the selling,
Yep.
as much as you did the buying,
Right.
and you've have a great day.
Lovely.
It's not the busiest fair in the world, so every profit counts. Get the
Right.
profits early on, and then once we've beaten them, we can go and wander around and buy some more stuff.
As usual, Mark, your words are inspiration to me.
Praise the Lord.
These two are a fiercely competitive pair and are both itching to be the first to close a sale.
Hello there.
Hi. Oh, he looks nice. Oh, they
There's
look
these beautiful pair of Murano glass fish. Yep. Do that for... I reckon I could do that one for 25.
25. Now, it's really going to be a gift for my son. He loves fishes.
Right.
Can we go 20?
I reckon we can do 20.
Right.
You look a nice lady. I reckon we can go 20.
Oh, looks so deceiving. But yeah, I'll definitely have that because he'll
Okay.
love that.
Well, Dale has managed to race into the lead with his first sale, landing a whopping £12 profit on his glass fish. But Janice is hot on his heels.
And that fills, if you take that out,
Yeah.
it just fills in the bottom there, look.
Oh, what,
so
with
that
gas
sits
or
there.
petrol?
Yeah,
Not
with
petrol.
with gas, yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
That
yeah.
would look quite good on the bar. By the
Yes.
till.
Okay.
Yes, we'll have that.
Yeah,
Yes, I'll
8.
take that.
8, how's that sound?
That'll do me.
Okay, lovely, thank you very much.
That's a scorching £5 profit for Janice on her lighter. But Dale shows that he can take the heat too.
Right, and I love deco things.
Yeah, it's
so,
beautiful, that
yeah,
little
that
perfume
is
bottle.
that is nice. So, what is this?
I can do that one for 40.
Right, I tell you what, because I'm buying that, if we can go, say, 35.
Right, 55 for the two. Okay, done.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Right, okay, I'll get you some cash.
That's a princely £21 profit for Dale's perfume bottle. Success certainly smells sweet.
So, 2 good sales there. Pretty pleased with that. Roll on, where's some more? We want some more now. Come on.
Is this a
Little silver spoon, yeah.
it is silver, isn't it?
Yep.
It's nice for a long... How much is this?
13.
13. So I give you 10. Is that a nice offer?
10, I'll do 10.
You'll do 10?
Yeah.
Okay,
Brilliant.
done.
Thanks very much.
Well, it may be a tiny spoon, but it still served up a mouth-watering profit of £7. Meanwhile, Janice is hobnobbing with the local mayor, hoping that he'll take the plunge with her ice bucket.
I think that's a good buy at 45. Yeah, that's a really good price. That's a really good price on that, is 45.
It is.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I think I could give you 30 for it.
Ooh, 40.
I could give you 30 for it.
40?
I could give you 30 for it.
No, well, 40.
35.
If you get a bit nearer to 40, we might...
35.
37.
35.
37.
My final price is 35.
Your final price is 35. Just let me have a look at that. Let me see. Go on then.
That is a lovely...
You drive a hard bargain, sir.
But I've got...
Friends in high places can be a real bonus in this game where every penny counts.
There we go again, Dale.
Dale is not a happy bunny. Dale and Janice are pretty much neck and neck at the moment, squabbling like school kids over potential customers. This man is interested in glassware on both stalls, but from whom is he going to buy?
The price is negotiable, but I'll, you know,
Which is better?
I'd like 40. I don't think so. I don't think it's as stylish as mine,
It's
though.
a lot
Do you
more
really?
stylish, yeah, and a lot
I
more
think that's
reasonably priced.
a much more stylish piece. You tell me what you'd like to pay for it, and we'll see where we can go from there.
I don't
No,
know.
This
you
is
can't.
more ideal as a fruit bowl, whereas that one is difficult to think of a
but
use
no,
for it, whereas
it's
that
not,
one would...
No, this
it's
is
a lovely...
Dale, this is a piece of art, dear. It's not a fruit
Well,
bowl,
this is
it's
a table
piece of art.
decoration, it's a fruit bowl, I mean, flowers, I mean, anything you could use that for.
We'll be back.
Well, come and have another look at this, sir. Just handle it. It's just such a beautiful shape. Seriously, you can't compare the shape of this to the shape of that. You wouldn't want a fruit bowl. You want a nice piece of art on your table, not a fruit bowl. I think that's lovely. Just a much nicer shape, isn't it?
You're 30.
Let's have a look, see what I can do. OK, yeah, I'll do it 30 for you. That's great. Thank you very much.
That customer didn't know if he was coming or going, but Janice got her way, making a £13 profit on her glass table centre. Dale is definitely not amused. Well, Janice and Dale, I see you're busy rearranging everything on the table.
Yeah,
Is that a
yeah.
good sign or a bad sign?
Well, I'm trying to fill the gaps because I've sold quite a few things.
Oh,
so
you have?
Yeah, I'm doing quite well. Quite pleased.
What have you sold that you're really pleased about?
Well, I've sold the other glass fish that you weren't too fond of, Angela. So
I was a bit sceptical about that. And how about you, Janice?
Yes, I've sold my rather nice champagne bucket to the mayor.
Oh, yes.
He bought that, but he did get a good deal, I have to say.
Yeah.
And a few other bits and pieces. So, yes, we just keep having to rearrange it all.
But this is your favourite,
It
and
is.
it's still here, isn't it?
I know. I think I'm just a little bit reluctant to part with it. I still want a reasonable price for it, you see.
Well, I've been standing over there listening to the patter. The pair of you are like a pair of costermongers here, actually.
I can get a word in with Janice. I mean, you know.
You're using the sales patter, aren't you?
We are. We do actually keep managing to snaffle each other's customers, don't we? We
Well,
listen
you
to
were
what...
snaffling mine, Janice, but, you know.
Now, do you think you're going to have to change your tactics then, Dale?
Well, I think I'm going to have to go for the hard sell. It's working for Janice. I'm going to have to try that.
Right. Well, I will leave you to get on and let's see who can clear the table first.
OK.
See you later.
Bye. Janice is desperate to hook herself some buyers for her coat rack, but they're just not hanging around.
Give you 10 for it.
Oh, no, it'd have to be more than that.
Mark was confident that someone would fall in love with his child's chair, and he could just be right.
So, you're looking at our chair.
What a fantastic taste and a brilliant eye this young lady has.
Guess what? This was Mark's choice.
Yeah.
No.
It's brilliant.
Well, it's a
Superb.
very lovely chair.
Quite unusual to see a sort of small one. And
Tiny
normally,
little one.
yes.
Fit nicely in the corner of my garden, I think.
Perfect. It's yours for £20, madam.
Oh, no.
Well, no.
No.
14, cost price.
Cost price 14, yeah,
best
fair
you can
enough.
do.
Tell you what. That's it. Tenner?
Tenner, and I'll take one of your rings or your watch. How's that? Or your necklace.
I'm willing to see it go for a tenner, OK?
1 minute. Purely because I chose it. You're deliberately letting us sell it at a loss.
Well, nobody's paid much attention to it all day. This woman likes it. Tenner, I think we're only losing a few quid. I think it's worth it.
So the chair's slightly different from you because everyone's been paying attention to you today. OK, it's up to you. On your head be it.
Right.
£10 to a really
Tenner
good
it
haul.
is, my darling.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, it's taken a £4 loss, but Dale's still sitting pretty in the selling stakes. The sales are coming thick and fast now. Dale sells his other glass fish for a £12 profit, while Janice finally gets rid of her coat hooks, even if she did make a small loss on them. She does well, though, with the bonus item that she won back in Sanary, making £10 of pure profit. Janice has done well selling glassware today, but Jonty's now on hand to help her push for a good profit on the wine glasses.
What year are they, do you know?
Well, they're very 1950s. If you look at that line, it's very 1950s, that kind of
Yes.
decoration there. So it's very, very of their time.
What price?
I've got about 30 on those.
How about 20?
I could possibly do them for 25. How does that sound to you?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's a resounding £8 profit on the glasses. There's only an hour to go now, and every bit of cash that the contestants make will help decide the outcome. Dale is desperate to make some money back on his most expensive purchase.
I'm willing to go down to 80.
80. I go to 70.
75.
We'll meet in the middle.
75, brilliant.
Okay. Done.
Thank you very much.
Dale is relieved that he's only lost £6 on the cupboard. £75 is still plenty of cash for the bum bag. Both teams are frantically trying to clear their stalls before the market closes, and the customers are keen to take advantage.
That's very nice.
the lot, that clears you right
No, not 30 quid for the lot.
Not to be outdone, Dale is practically giving his last few items away, although he is having problems finding any takers.
Now I've got to clear my stall, these 3 beautiful objects for £10.
40 quid the lot.
No, we meet you halfway.
40 quid for the lot.
35, Johnny, come on. Do you want to go
40
home?
quid the lot.
Do you want to go home or do you want to be here all night?
Do you want bargain or not?
And I just want to clear my lot. £3. Just because everything on your stall's £3 doesn't mean there was on my stall.
35 quid. It's 35 quid.
No, give me another 5 and you can have this 40 quid including the mirror.
Janice is the first to cross the finishing line, selling her remaining items for £40 and clearing her stall.
That's
Fabulous.
done.
Wonderful.
Well done, my darling.
Well, thank you.
I'm very disappointed about that.
I know.
I really am. I had
So
really
I am.
high hopes.
I did too.
But at least, look, empty
I know.
table.
It was a shame that it was the stylish items that didn't seem to want
I
to
know,
move, wasn't
no.
it? But never mind, all gone.
They've just got no taste.
No, well, that's
No
it,
taste.
isn't it? Yes.
But Dale is snapping at her heels, and even though he only sells his last 3 objects for a tenner, he's still feeling pretty sure of himself.
And the winner, you know it. You know it.
Selling up is all well and good, but it's what's in the money bags that's going to count now. At the end of the day, which items were the real firecrackers and which were the damp squibs? Janice's biggest earner was the glass table centre, which was well worth poaching Dale's customer for because it served up £13 of profit. Her biggest disappointment was the coffee set, which only went for a £5, making a £19 loss. Dale did phenomenally well with a £21 profit on his perfume bottle, but Mark's sneaky trip to the antique shop backfired a bit when the table made a £25 loss. The big question still remains, though. Which of our feisty contestants has made the most money back from their £350 spend? Well, Janice and Dale, you've both done incredibly well. You've cleared the stalls, the decks are cleared, but my gosh, you had a hard time doing it, didn't you?
Yes, very, very hard, yes.
I mean, were there real disappointments for you today, Janice?
Yeah, there were. The pieces I really liked. Obviously not the stylish people here to buy them.
Oh, no. Jonty, she did really well on the sales patter because I could hear her out there. You know, she was practically out there with a hook bringing them in.
It was, 10 out of 10 for trying, but it was like pushing bowls uphill, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yes.
We were really stuck with our really lovely items at the end, and we just couldn't sell them for love nor money.
But you did eventually.
We got there in the end,
Got there
but it was
in
hard
the
work.
end. And Dale, what about you? Did you find it tough today?
Tons of fun today. I found the last hour tough. I only had a few items left, and just shifting those was quite tough, yeah.
Mark, were you pleased with how he did? Because there was a little bit of conflict over some of the things there, wasn't
A
there?
few things, yeah.
It's quite funny that the items I liked, he let go for a loss, and things he liked, he wouldn't sell unless he made a profit.
Well, the items you chose didn't have much interest, that's why.
Now, boys, gentle now, gentle. Would you do it again?
Brilliant, yeah, loved it, yeah, I'd do it again.
Would you both do it again?
Yeah, definitely. I had a really, really good time.
Terrific. Well, I shall tell you now how you've done. And I can tell you, Janice, that you've sold all of your things for a total value of £269.
That was actually better than I thought.
Really?
I'm quite pleased with that.
Oh,
yes,
terrific.
I am quite pleased with that.
Good.
Yes.
Well, and I hope that you're pleased with the total that you've got because, Dale, you sold everything for £353 and 25p.
Well done.
So congratulations. You are the winner, and what we've got as a prize for you, they're hand-painted Provençal pots. There's a pair of them, which makes them even better, and you grow bulbs in them. But they are very typical of the region in which you were buying all of your lovely things, so I hope that'll be a very, very nice memento for you.
Thank you very much.
So you pleased with how he's done?
He's made a profit. It's fantastic. Take my hat off to him.
Congratulations
Thank you.
to both of you. That's all we have time for today, but do join us when we come back again for more Sun, Sea and Bargain Spotting. Until then, from all of us, bye-bye.
Bye.